Hello guys, my name is BlueDigit, and of course there's more drama, as there always is on YouTube. You guys clicked on the video. What's going on basically is that Albert Stuff, the big YouTuber, Flamingo, he basically made a post on Twitter, and that post was, finally things are back to normal, and underneath it says, Death to America. It was an edgy post, okay? It was a little sus, bro. But that's just it. It was a joke. And then underneath that, there was someone that said something about Nazis, right? And that's not a good word. That's a very trigger word. But then underneath that, Flamingo then sends, "I'm still standing," and then it's a cover of, well, Hitler singing it, the big mustache man, which I think it's funny as hell. I think it's great. But at the end of the day, it is tasteless humor. It is very, well, edgy. And people didn't take light to that. Which, I mean, whatever. If you think it's tasteless, then you have the right to think that. It's humor. It is very subjective, all the way. Well, people didn't like it, and not only did Albert delete the post, but then multiple times he apologized for even posting it. 2 times, to be exact. And I find that to be already just, to be a very humble man. Someone that actually looks back at other things, wants to improve, and realizes, one, he personally thinks he made a mistake. Even though, frankly, dude, if you're making a joke, you're making a joke. Now, would I joke about that? I don't know. But at the same time, the same people that are on Twitter right now just going all at it with Albert are the same ones that if you saw some really edgy joke on their phone about like, oh, I hate this X, Y, and Z group of people, they'd be like, oh, time to repost my friends. It's like, are you kidding me? And this is where we go down the rabbit hole, okay? People on Twitter always do this, the bandwagon, and they have to find a reason to hate someone, even if it's the most minute thing. And they will make sure they go on top of the soapbox and they'll go right after you. The reason I even made this video is because someone spoke about it, which was Sklep. Wonderful guy. I'll actually link him down below for the video that he made. But it's pathetic what's been going on here. Now, unlike what he did and what some other YouTubers are doing with this Flamingo incident, I'm not going to send any screenshots or nothing of it because I don't want that on my channel. And frankly, I also don't want to show any of the hate. I just don't think it's a good thing. And why would I want to promote any of that if I think it's so distasteful? Because at the end of the day, even if you don't agree with the joke, there's a joke, and then there's reality. And I'm not going to send some of the stuff, but quite literally, there are people that have told Flamingo that he would be better off unaliving himself because of the jokes he made. Well, Flamingo made some, again, tasteless jokes, but they're still jokes at the end of the day. Telling someone to off themselves, a joke. It's not the same. And sure, there could be a rabbit hole about, like, you know, maybe you should be making jokes about this when your audience is kids. But the main point for me, though, is the fact that no matter what, and this is what I really want to throw out there, is that, and this has been happening with my other videos, this has been happening just overall with, like, YouTube culture in general, we gotta stop hating each other. Like, how weak-minded are you to think that, okay, in order to fix this problem, I'm just gonna be hateful just as well, and that's really gonna fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna bury them into the ground. It's cancer. That's what it is. It's cancer. And I'm sorry that this video doesn't have like a bunch of like ADHD like Minecraft or fucking Roblox footage in the back, but just trust me that this is me being real with y'all. I was a little greasy as hell, Jesus. The number one thing you have to do is just be real. You got to be able to just open up and talk to people like the way that they need to be talked to, and that's how you get around things. And sometimes you disagree. That's fine. But just throwing people down, it's always down with this person. Get rid of them. Destroy that. Make sure to delete that. It's like, what kind of society, what kind of mindset is that? To me, it's weak. It's pathetic. And this goes outside of Roblox. This goes into other territory. This is what I think just makes a good human being. And I don't want to always throw this in there, but I do think it's a part of me. I don't think it's important to bring up. But, you know, as a Christian, I think you have to love even your enemies. You just have to. And there's a beautiful quote that I actually quoted from another video, which I want to bring up here because it's perfect. And I think it's one of my favorite. And that is Luke 6:27-28. And it says, "But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, and bless those who curse you. Pray for those who mistreat you." That is essential. I think that is essential if you want to move forward. Because at the end of the day, even if there's something you disagree with, if there's someone that you hate, if they're both willing to work towards something, that's a step. That's something. It's better than literally thinking, oh, I'm going to do this comment and telling someone to off themselves. Get a life. I'm almost saying this video like verbatim, just like shorter, but it's like, I find it so funny how hypocritical people are, because, you know, when they're with their friends, they'll be joking about the most messed up stuff, but the moment they go into something like, let's say, Twitter or like YouTube drama happens, then they get all real scholarly and they'll get all serious and they'll be like, oh yeah, you did this one thing on this one day and like 3 years ago, or you made this one joke which clearly was a little harsh around the nerve, so now there's a big problem, and it's not okay. It's not okay. If you have a problem with someone, you speak about it, you be open about it. Sometimes we gotta work around that. That's fine. However, when you decide to mistreat a human being like what they are, which is a human being, I personally have a problem with that. I love Flamingo. I think Flamingo is great. Frankly, I realized it was a joke because, again, I work in a prison, dude. I get everything thrown at me under the sun for names. I know what bad names are, guys. Like, trust me, what most people flip out about, I know. But does that mean that perhaps for his audience that was good? That's debatable, and I get that. That does not give anyone the right to throw him under the mud like he's something less than. And anyone that does that, get a life. Seriously. Rethink your decisions. As long as you're doing that, the people that are watching this, that do believe otherwise, and I do believe that's why people care about this drama, because I think people care about Albert, and I think what happened to him in this scenario is just, it's stupid. Sounds cringe, but I'm serious, just love each other, guys. Because in times like these, that's the most you can do. So, as always, guys, smile, keep it up, and let's fight for a future so bright. So much for eyes. My name is Buddha signing out, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye, guys.